Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to From Heroes to Icons. This is From Heroes to Icons Reviews, our first episode. I think we're going to be doing this for the next couple of weeks. Today we will be talking about What If Episode 1, and this details what if Peggy Carter took Captain America's place. To tell you the truth, I'm quite ecstatic about this show. It is a great departure from what Marvel has done so far on Disney Plus, and I have to say it is quite enjoyable. Uh, love it, love it, love it. Couldn't be more happier. So glad that this took the place of Loki. Um, Here we're talking about Peggy Carter, as I said, becoming Captain America, or Captain Carter, I should say. And for all of my hardcore comic book fans out there, Peggy Carter as quote unquote Captain America. Her first appearance was in Exiles #3, which was published in May of 2018. I guess that's a hot book alert. And man, this series is something else. The opening and closing, obviously, is done by the Watcher. He's telling these tales of the multiverse, and I'm just gonna speak on that a little bit. I guess requote it, not the whole thing, but he said, "Time, space, reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility, where a single choice can branch into infinite realities, creating alternate worlds from the one that you know." And then he introduces himself and says that he's the Watcher thus. And so the opening credits is dope. Shows the Watcher like as part of space and the universe and all that. It's pretty hype. And they show like a crystal, and it breaks into like a million different pieces, showing the different variations from the cartoon episodes that we know that's coming and all of that. It was quite well done. The art style of this animation seems very similar. If anybody remembers the Spider-Man animated show that was on MTV, it looks like that, but obviously much more defined and well structured. The whole story, personally, I give it a 10. I'm gonna give it a 10. First episode had a strong opening. If you've watched Captain America: The First Avenger, you'll get a sense of it almost follows it beat for beat, but obviously during the experiment where Rogers gets imbued with the super soldier serum, he gets knocked out of commission. I'm trying to do a halfway non-spoiler thing. It's only Wednesday, just came out. But Peggy Carter takes his place. And, obviously, after she's transformed, we get the women aren't soldiers. We get all of that bit or whatever. But I have to say, this cartoon series is going to be phenomenal just because of how it looks. This thing it's just pretty. The colors, it's dope. And we go to a scene where she's hanging out with Steve Rogers as he's recovering, and she's pissed off, doing all the Captain America stuff, busting out the what is that? The body bag, and throwing weights. And it's kind of cool. She throws some of the weights against the wall, and then you see the wall. There's nothing but a whole bunch of weights inside of it, and it's very reminiscent of how Captain America would throw a shield. And the chemistry between Peggy Carter and Captain America there's even more chemistry here, it seems like. And it was really dope, the conversations that they had and all of that. I know Hallie Atwell and Sebastian Stan are both reprising their roles as Peggy Carter, and well, he's not the Winter Soldier yet, but it's Bucky, so that's pretty dope. Couple of Easter eggs in here. Obviously, Red Skull with the Hydra and all of that. And as Stark, how should I put this? As they look to see where Hydra's at or whatever, there's talk about gamma signatures and all of this other type of stuff. So, Peggy Carter's getting dissed straight up because she's a chick. She can't do nothing. They just praying, that the war efforts go well or whatever. But you know how the Starks do. You know what I mean? He slips her the outfit, slips her the shield, and obviously, all the colors and everything. Colors are the same, but the scheme of the flag is different because Peggy Carter represents Britain. And I was kind of surprised. Through the whole thing, she didn't have any mask or any shield. So it's like a direct representation of the comic. She just doesn't have the American flag on. It's all British, which was pretty dope. And I don't know if this is correct, but to my observation, she seems to be stronger than Captain America and has much more prowess, much more skill than Steve Rogers did. Although she has been an Army affiliate or whatever much longer than Steve Rogers has, as we see Steve Rogers and Winter Soldier and the later Avengers films, she's fighting like that already in this, which makes it pretty dope. And because it's a cartoon, they can do things that wouldn't be readily doable in a live action film, which makes this it's dope. I've not seen an American cartoon like this in a long time. Very happy. You know what I'm saying? She does a thing or whatever. She kind of makes her own promotion and tells everybody to call her Captain. And she's a beast though. Definitely has a few scenes from the first Avenger. And you swap out Captain America for Peggy Carter. Definitely dope. And I'm gonna have to say this since I'm talking about it. Stark build, they get the Tesseract from the Skull. They get that from him. And Tony Stark builds something, and Steve Rogers is the pilot. This cartoon is dope. It's dope. And then it goes into like this big old school 1930s montage of Peggy Carter beating Nazis up and she's with Steve Rogers and they're just wiping the floor with everybody. It's dope. It's really dope. And they got a little heartfelt moment there where they getting close and this and that. And Steve Rogers is talking about the suit, and Peggy Carter's like, well, the suit is nothing without the man inside of it, which is very reminiscent of how Tony Stark came at Peter Parker and was just like, well, if you're nothing without the suit, then you don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty dope. There's a scene where Bucky makes a joke. Captain Carter saves him, and he's like, oh, you almost ripped my arm out. So you get that. There's a part on the train where Bucky is supposed to die. Obviously, somebody else is supposed to bite the bullet there. And they get the Tesseract back. And it seems like, to me, that the Red Skull wants to summon a power to destroy America and help him take over the world. But what he summons, to me, I think it's Shumagorath. Could not be. Could be not. But to me, that's what it is. They beat back Shumagorath or whatever, and obviously, Steve Rogers proves himself to be a superhero even without the super serum. And Agent Carter fights back the monster, Shumagorath, quote unquote, back into the portal and disappears, leaving Steve Rogers to mourn her sacrifice as she mourned his sacrifice in the first Avenger. Comes back on. Obviously, Peggy Carter is transported back to modern times looking for Steve Rogers, and he is gone. What I would say is that there were no after the credits scenes or anything like that for this episode. And the closing is also done by the Watcher. Super dope. No preview of the second episode that I saw. And Jeffrey Wright is doing the voice of the Watcher. Superb. I wouldn't recommend everything from Disney Plus, but this is a must see for anybody that loves comics or loves the MCU. If you've seen Captain America, the First Avenger, and that's the only movie you've seen, you'll know exactly what's going on in this cartoon. And it is just a beauty. The action, the music, the voice acting is on point. I don't know the actor that did Steve Rogers' voice, but he sounds just like Chris Evans. So it's definitely on point. I can't sing the praises of this enough. The aesthetic of the artwork, the colors, the design, and all of that was excellently done. Can't wait for the next episode. Definitely be hearing from me every week until the season is over. This is Jason. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys again. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is From Heroes to Icons Review. As always, be great and do great. Peace.